first concept in this. So, what is economic growth? Any idea? Increasing GDP? Yes. In all other simple words, increasing production. Yes, simply increasing production is economic growth. So, mention this simple definition. It refers to the process of increasing production. It refers to increasing process of increasing production of goods and services in an economy. Process of increase in production of goods and services in an economy over a long period of time. 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 Increase in production of goods and services in an economy over a long period of time. Okay, so normally when we say growth, usually we express over a long period of time, but long period is not very rigid. As I told you, economics is not science. So normally when we compare growth of any month or any year, what is base for that? Base is usually the last year. It's the same month of last year or same financial year, last financial year. So usually supposed to be uh, long term actually we say, but not specific any time period is not like. So it is the process of increasing production of goods and services in an economy over a long period of time. That is economic growth. Can we say it is same as increase in GDP? Yes, production is increasing, GDP will increase. So mention the second definition. It refers to persistent increase in real GDP or real per capita income. It refers to persistent increase in real GDP or real per capita income. Persistent increase in real GDP or real per capita income. What is real GDP? Actually, whenever we talk about growth, we always talk about real. We don't say GDP. We say real GDP. Any idea what is meaning of real GDP or real per capita income? Any idea? Means we should eliminate wasting, impact of inflation. For example, last year the quantity we produce is 100 goods and price was this. Let us suppose in a country only 100 goods were produced, only one good produced. Let us suppose pen produced, so 100 pen produced. Okay, last year. Okay, maybe let us suppose in 2018 and in 2019 in this country the production remains same but price increase. Okay, what will be GDP then? Value of goods produced in a country 1000. Now next year will be 1100. So value of goods produced was 100 into 10, 1000, and now it is 100 into 11. So this year's GDP will increase to this. Okay? Is it actual growth? Economy is growing. Can we conclude? But GDP has increased. So, but GDP has increased. So what is this? It has increased because of what? Only price increase. So it is actually money value has increased, but actual production didn't increase. So real growth, when we say real, we actually have to eliminate the impact of inflation. Logic is clear. So when we say real growth, so is it real growth? Yes or no? No, this is not real growth. There will be real growth only when production will increase. Clear? So this is meaning of real. Or real per capita. Per capita income means average income. Real per capita income means average income. Let us suppose average income of people may increase by 10%. Okay, average income may increase by 10%, and inflation may be 10% in that year. Okay, for example, your salary was 50,000, now increase to 55,000. Okay, 10%. Now you have 10% more money, and value of money has reduced by 10% because inflation is 10%. Now, can you buy more goods and services? No, why? Because you have 10% more money, and value of money has reduced by 10%. So your real income has increased or not? Real per capita income not increased. So what the point? So real per capita income means your actual purchasing power should increase. You should buy more goods and services from your income. So it means that we have to eliminate inflation. Then we should So shall we use this word real or not? Is it needed or not? Yes, because otherwise it may seem that it is GDP may increase, but real GDP will increase when actual production will increase. Okay, and real per capita income will increase when people can buy more goods and services with their income in real terms, actual terms. So real meaning is clear. So this is meaning of economic growth, increase in production. So both definitions are similar or not? Increase in production of goods and services over a long period of time, and second definition, increase in real GDP or real per capita. Both are somewhat almost similar. In first definition, I have used the word over a long period, and in second definition, I have used the word persistent increase. So both are similar actually. These are very general definitions. Okay, that is meaning of economic growth. Now, second concept is economic development. Economic development. So, what is difference? Can you tell me what is economic development? Hmm? This economic growth will welfare, correct? The welfare should also improve. Yes or no? Yes, actually, welfare should also improve. So here it is only production increase, and here actually welfare. So growth along with welfare. So mention the simple definition. It refers to that process of economic growth. It refers to that process of economic growth. It refers to that process of economic growth which is accompanied by that process of economic growth which is accompanied by improvement in well-being of people, which is accompanied by improvement in well-being of people. So which is accompanied by improvement in well-being of people. Means that process of economic growth which is accompanied by improvement in well-being means production should increase as well as welfare should improve. That is economic, and welfare should improve means well-being improvement. Like an example, like level of education or health status should improve, poverty should reduce, inequality should reduce. That is actually development. Okay. Also, one more definition. It refers to progressive changes. It refers to progressive changes in the socio-economic structure. Progressive changes in the socio-economic structure of an economy. Socio-economic structure of an economy. It refers to progressive changes in the socio-economic structure of an economy. So progressive changes in the socio-economic structure of an economy. So that is another definition. So what are progressive economic changes? What are changes in economic structure? Progressive changes in economic structure of an economy. Like now education, no, economic, increase in income, increase in production, increase in productivity, shifting of labor from agriculture to industry and services. So that is economic changes in means progressive changes in economic structure. Now, what are progressive social changes in social structure? Like education, health, poverty, you can put in that. So socio-economic. So overall, progressive changes in socio-economic structure of an economy. That is economic development. So can we say both definitions are same or different? Like progressive change in socio-economic development, and here the production along with welfare, both are similar. So this is the basic difference. Although economists were not making distinction between these two concepts in 1950s, this distinction was created in 1950s. Now both are entirely different. Okay, now I will discuss few more points of distinction between them. This is the basic definition. Rather, you just make a table actually. Okay, economic growth and economic development. Okay, so just make a table. Okay, So economic growth means what? Increase in production, which I have dictated. Okay, I'm writing in short. Okay, production increase means economic growth, and economic development means production should increase plus what? Plus social welfare. Okay, so this is the point I have already dictated in definition. In short, I have written. Okay, other is economic growth. Can we measure this with perfection? Can we measure with recession? Can we quantify? Yes. So can you tell me last financial year what was growth of Indian economy? Acha, last year means what? Last financial year means which financial year? 2018-19. Now, which is current financial year now? 1920. So current financial year started on which date? 1st April 2019 and will end on 31st March 2020. So current financial year and the previous financial year is 2018-19. It started on 1st April 2018 and ended on 31st March 2019. So what was our growth in this financial year? How much? 6.8. So can we quantify? What does mean? In this year we have produced 6.8% more goods and services as compared to last year. Yes, as compared to last year. Last year is 2017-18. Okay, so in this year we produced 6.8% more goods and services as compared to last year in real terms, actually. I think it is clear. What is meaning of growth? So can we quantify this or not? Yes, yes, we have quantified this. Till last year we produced 6.8% more goods and services as compared to previous year. So it is quantitative concept. Quantitative concept. Okay, so quantitative means it can be quantified and measured with perfection. And economic development, can we quantify this? Can we say development increased by 3%, 5%? No, we cannot quantify. So this is actually qualitative. We can say improvement or deterioration, qualitative. So it is qualitative concept because we can say that improved, deteriorated. Okay, so we cannot say, can we what use increase in welfare? No, it is not appropriate. We can say improvement, not increase actually. Because increase or decrease is used for a quantitative thing. So it is qualitative. Or is it qualitative or both? Quantitative as well as qualitative. Why? Both quantitative, qualitative, both or only qualitative? Concept is one or how many concepts are there? One or more? Concept is only one term, one. I have written number one concept. We have discussed second concept. So this is only one concept. However, it has various dimensions. One dimension, social welfare has this dimension. It has some sub dimensions like education, health, etc. So it should be clear. Concept is one only. Overall, can we quantify? No. So what is quantitative? Some dimensions can be quantified. But overall concept cannot be quantified. So this is a mistake. Even some books they have mentioned this. In some books they have mentioned it's quantitative as well as qualitative. What's the point? So concept is one. How it could be both? Some of these dimensions are quantitative. Like this dimension is quantitative, but most of the dimensions are not quantitative. And it has two dimensions, one or two or many. How many dimensions are there? Many. This welfare, social welfare itself is multi-dimensional concept. Like education, health, environment, political factors. Lot of things, lot of dimensions are there for welfare. Lot of dimensions are there. So this is actually got the point here. Some dimensions can be quantified, but not all dimensions. Overall concept is qualitative. So logic is clear or not? So it is wrong to take a quantitative as well as qualitative. As I told you, there is some mistake in some books actually. In one book rather I saw, not much book. So it is actually qualitative concept. Now, how many dimensions are there in economic growth? How many? Very simple, just single, that is production. So unidimensional. And how many dimensions? Two or many? Many. So multi-dimensional. So it is a multi-dimensional concept. Okay, as I told you, okay, education, health, poverty, etc., environment, etc., will come under all our dimensions of it because all these things will affect economic development, welfare. Clear? Now, economic growth. Can it be ultimate objective of an economy? Can it be ultimate objective? Objective as such? Yes or no? Hmm? Can be just objectives to just to produce? No, it is just a means. We don't want to produce more for the sake of production, for enhancing human well-being. So this is just a means actually, not an objective. To mention that it is a means or it is just a means. It is just a means. So economic growth is means. It is not an objective. Can we say economic development can be an objective? Enhancing well-being could be ultimate objective? Yes. So mention that it is an end in itself. So end means objective. So it is an end in itself. So ultimate end or objective of economic activities could be economic development. Okay, so it is just a means and it is an objective in itself. Okay. Now which is easy to achieve? Growth increasing production is easy. So can we achieve this without development? Yes. So mention this thing. It can be achieved without economic development. It can be achieved without economic development. Clear? So is it easy? Can we achieve economic development without growth? No. So we cannot rule out, but it is very unlikely. It is very rare that we can achieve development without growth. So mention that uh, economic development it can seldom be achieved. Seldom is rare. SELDOM. Seldom. Seldom is very rare. It can seldom be achieved without economic growth. 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 Okay, so it is very means seldom is rare, very rare. Means we cannot rule out. We cannot say it is not possible to achieve this without this, but it is very rare that there could be development without growth. So it can seldom is rare, seldom be achieved without economic growth, or it is unlikely to be achieved without economic growth. Okay, it is unlikely to be achieved. Okay, and finally, indicators. How we measure economic growth? Hmm? GDP. Now there is a correction needed in this. Real. Whenever we talk about GDP, because GDP is increasing here also. Okay, so real GDP. And other real per capita income. PCI. Per capita means average income. National income upon population is per capita income, average income. So real GDP or real per capita income may be used. Now, which is more commonly used? Commonly, which one is used? GDP is used. Just like I told you, the Indian economy grew at the rate of 6.8%, and world economy grew how much last year? Around 3.6%. So, and that was also GDP growth. So, world GDP grew at 3.6% last year. Indian economy is 6.8%. So, normally this is used, but it may be used. Okay. Now, what are indicators for this? The most important indicator is Human Development Index (HDI). Any other or only one? Lot of indicators are there. Like other हाँ, multi-dimensional index of poverty MPI. The poverty also reflects level of development. Yes or no? Yes, because more poverty means the level of development should be low. Okay, other like some psychological well-being, like World Happiness Report. World Happiness Report. So we will discuss in detail World Happiness Index. Okay, so happiness is what a psychological well-being. So various indices are there. We will discuss separately in detail. So we will discuss in next section rather. The factors of economic development. So in first section we shall discuss the basic concepts. So we have discussed two concepts: economic growth and economic development. So any doubt in these concepts? Clear? Very simple. Economic human development index are quantitative. Yes, certainly it is quantitative. But now question is that is it possible to quantify this? Can we quantify this? No. But HDI tries to quantify this. So this quantification is perfect. HDI is perfect. No. So it is quantitative. But here quantification is not possible. It's just it is an endeavor to quantify. I will discuss in detail HDI why it is not perfect and why what issues are there. Okay. Any other doubt? Hmm? And now next third topic is inclusive growth only. So one we have discussed economic growth, other we have discussed economic development.